Good morning. Next article from Basis of Statistical Mechanics and Thermodynamics is the additive property of probability. Additive property of probability. Additive property of probability is shown by the events which are exclusive. Additive property of probability. This is the probability of the exclusive events. Oh, what is meaning of this exclusive event? Two or more events and if one event occurs occurrence of this one event prevents occurrence of other events. Two or more events in which occurrence of any one of the events prevents occurrence of other events. Such events are known as exclusive event. Let me repeat it. Two or more events in which if one of these events occur, it prevents occurrence of the other events. Such events are known as exclusive events. Exclusive events are those which are not occurring simultaneously. Exclusive events are those which are not occurring simultaneously. Such events are known as exclusive events, and this is the property of exclusive events. To understand this, let us consider a box to understand exclusive events and the additive property of probability for exclusive events. Let us consider a box. Volume of this box is V and Let us consider two regions delta V1 and delta V2 inside this box. Here we have considered a box. Volume of this box is V. In this box we consider two individual regions, delta V1 one region, delta V2 other region. Let us consider a particle. Let us consider a particle. This particle is lying inside this box. This particle is lying inside this box. When this particle is present in the region delta V1, it rules out. It's present in the region delta V2 at the same instant of time. See what I am saying? Let us consider this particle is lying inside this box of volume V. At any instant of time, if this particle present inside the region delta V1, then it rules out its presence in delta V2 at the same instant of time. Conversely, if this particle at given instant of time is present in region delta V2, its presence in delta V2 rules out its presence in the region delta V1 at the same instant of time, and therefore event occurring here and event occurring here, these two events are exclusive events because these two events are not occurring simultaneously. When the particle is present in delta V1 at certain instant of time, it is not present in delta V2. It is one event. If the same particle is present in delta V2 at some other instant of time, it is not present in the region delta V1 at the same instant of time. This is second event. These two events are occurring at different times. They are not occurring simultaneously, and therefore these two events can be taken as exclusive events. Let us work out n number of trials. Let us work out n number of trials. In these n number of trials, m1, let m1 be the probability of finding this particle in region delta V1 and m2 be the probability of finding this particle in region delta V2. What we are going to do? We are going to take n number of trials. In these n number of trials, m1 number of times the particle is found in the region delta V1. m2 number of times the particle is found in the region delta V2. n number of trials are taken. In these trials, m1 number of times particle is found in region delta V1. m2 number of times particle is found in region delta V2. And therefore, probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle present in region delta V1 is given by P1 is equal to M1 divided by N, equation number 1. Probability P1 of the event of presence of the particle in region delta V1 is given by P1 is equal to M1 divided by N, equation 1. Similarly, probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle present in the region delta V2 in n number of trials will be given by P2 is equal to M2 divided by N, equation number 2. This is the probability for one event. This is the probability for other event. These two events are exclusive events because these two events are not occurring simultaneously. As these two events are not occurring simultaneously, these two are exclusive events. If P1 is the probability of occurrence of the particle in region delta V1 and P2 is the probability of occurrence of the particle in region delta V2, the probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle either present in delta V1 or in delta V2 will be given by P is equal to P1 plus P2, that is M1 plus M2 divided by N, that is equal to M1 divided by N plus M2 divided by N, equation number 3. Probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle either present in region delta V1 or in region delta V2 is given by P, where this P is M1 plus M2 divided by N, or this is further M1 by N plus M2 by N, but M1 by N from equation 1 is P1, M2 by N from equation 2 is P2, and therefore this P is equal to P1 plus P2. P1 probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle lies in the region delta V1. P2 the probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle lies in the region delta V2. P probability of occurrence of the event in which the particle are either present in region delta V1 or in region delta V2 independently is given by P, and this P is a sum of these two probabilities. Equation for this equation written for two events may be extended for number of events. We may further have many such events taking place independent of each other at a different instant of times. Then we may have this P is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus dash dash, or this is for the summation of I Pi, equation number 4. This is known as the additive property of probability. This is known as the additive property of probability, and additive property of probability is only shown by exclusive events. Event occurring here, event occurring here, event occurring here, event occurring here, whatever may be the number of events occurring there, these events are not simultaneous events. These are occurring at different instants of time, and therefore events corresponding to these probabilities are exclusive events. Because of this property is true as these events are exclusive events. This property is known as additive property of probability, and additive property of probability is only true for exclusive events. This is about additive property of probability. To understand this additive property of probability, let us work out a simple problem. To understand additive property of probability, let us consider a simple problem. Let us consider a pack of 52 playing cards. Let us consider a pack of 52 playing cards. A pack of 52 playing cards. This pack of 52 playing cards is shuffled. This pack of 52 playing cards is well shuffled. And in this well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards, you are asked to find the probability of drawing a card which may be either a king or a queen. We have well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. You are asked to find the probability of drawing a card which may be king or queen. Let us try to solve this problem. What will be probability of drawing a card which may be either king or queen? When a single card is drawn, it will be either king or queen. Simultaneously, a single card will not be king as well as queen. So, if the card drawn is king, it will be only king. If the card drawn is queen, it will be queen. So, drawing a card which will be a queen, drawing a card from the pack of 52 cards will be a queen. These two events are not simultaneous event. These two events are not occurring simultaneously, and therefore we may consider these two events as exclusive events. Therefore we may consider these two events as exclusive events. Now let us first talk about the king. Consider the well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards and draw one card at a time. How many kings are there in a pack of 52 cards? 4 kings are there. 4 kings are there in a pack of 52 cards. And therefore, when you draw the cards from the pack one by one, only 4 times you find that the card for king is drawn. How many cards you have drawn one by one? You have drawn 52 cards one by one. And in these 52 attempts of drawing the cards, king has appeared, king has drawn only 4 times. And therefore, probability P1 of drawing the king only, probability P1 of drawing the king card only from the set of 52 cards will be P1 is equal to 4 divided by 52. Probability of king. Probability of drawing the king card is taken as P1. This is equal to 4 by 52 because the pack has 52 cards, and when we draw cards one after the other 52 times, we will find that only 4 times king card has drawn, and therefore the probability is 4 divided by 52, or this is for the 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 1 left to 12, 4 3s are 12, equation number 1. So probability of drawing the king from the pack of 52 cards is 1 by 13. Okay, now how many king cards are present? 4 king cards are present. How many queen cards are present? Again, there are 4 queen cards. Now, one event is over. Let us go to the second event. First event and the second event, these two are independent of each other. These two are not occurring simultaneously. Therefore, these two are exclusive events. Now, again shuffle. Again have the well shuffled off pack of 52 cards. Draw cards one by one to see occurrence of the queen. And what we find, as there are 4 cards of queen in the pack of 52 cards, while we drew the 52 cards, only 4 times the queen card will be drawn, and therefore the probability P2 of occurrence of queen in 52 number of cards will be 4 divided by 52, that is 1 divided by 13, equation number 2. Probability of occurrence of the queen when we draw 52 cards one after the other is 1 by 13. Similarly, probability of occurrence of the king card when we draw 52 cards one after the other from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards is 1 by 13. Then what will be probability of occurrence of either king or queen? What should be probability of occurrence of either king or queen when we draw the cards from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards? As these two events are exclusive events, it will be sum of these two probabilities, and therefore probability of occurrence of either the card for the king or the card for the queen will be P is equal to P1 plus P2, that is 1 divided by 13 plus 1 divided by 13, that is 2 divided by 13, equation number 3. So probability of drawing either the card for the king or the card for the queen is the sum of these two probabilities, which is 2 by 13. So 2 by 13 is the probability of drawing either card for king or queen from the well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards is just 2 by 13. So with this example, I hope you will come to know, you will understand what is meaning of the additive property of probability, additive property of probability for exclusive events. So this is for additive property of probability. Hope you got it. Thank you.